Hey, Aries, Mel, intuitive coach here, excited to bring in your November 2025 bonus reading. Now, today's session is all about uncovering your sacred shifts and divine gifts. We'll take a look at the messages your spiritual team wants to share, the energy that's asking to be transformed, and the guidance that can help you step into greater alignment this month. Think of it as your soul's roadmap. All right, we have here Isis showing up. She's all about manifesting magic here. She is reminding you, Aries, that your dreams, your visions, and goals are becoming real. So stay focused. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Emperor or even the Magician showing up in your reading today. There's the Emperor because many of you are achieving a milestone. This is a very significant milestone in your life. And Isis is, again, reminding you to not give up, to stay organized, to stay focused here. I love this coming through. I'm also getting a message of ancient Egyptian energy. I mean, she looks like she could be from that era, but some of you may even be pulled to Egypt or connecting with like the pyramids or even working with your ancestors in some way. So keep an open mind here. Magic is unfolding for you. You have Melchizedek bringing in with him higher learning. You have learned from experience. Yeah, the Emperor here, he has definitely learned from experience. There may even be more inner study, could be required to further your progress. So it feels like mastery here. It's like you have hit a pinnacle of success, or maybe you've hit a wall in some capacity here, but it feels like you are being guided with Isis's help to crash through a glass ceiling, to embrace the next leg of your journey here. And next you have Baba Ji, not Baba Jolie. However, go check her out on YouTube. She is incredible. But we have Baba Ji here, which brings in soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. I feel like many of you are channelers, you are healers, you are light workers, and you may be asked to expand consciousness here and to level up in some area of your life. This is your outer energy, your outer world vibe. Yeah, because I see the pentacle realm showing up here for you. But there is a pause as you are considering your next move and where you wish to be. So you have judgment coming through as a message from your higher self. And when judgment comes up, you see that Alice is facing the Jabberwocky. So this is Judgment Day. And the message here from your higher self is saying, you have earned this opportunity because of your choices, because of what you have embraced through the trials and tribulations of the past. This is about you letting go of the old to make way for the new. It's also about releasing fear, releasing judgments, because sometimes we hang on to these things and we stay in an energy that feels limiting, or we feel like we are not growing because the fear can become loud and the fear can hold us back. And when you have judgment coming up, this is soul expansion here with Baba Ji's energy saying you have learned from experience. And Isis again is reminding you that it's your time to soar. I'm hearing rise and shine. So yeah, it is your time to rise. It's time for you to step into and embody this transformation that's taking place here in your life. And I'm hearing the word identity. So for some of you Aries out there, perhaps you have been going through an identity shift, an identity awakening. You may even be questioning at times, who am I? because there may have been layers or old hats that you were wearing that you've been shedding. And now you're stepping into a new sense of purpose, and with it, a new identity. I'm also hearing the name Josh or Joshua. Perhaps this is your name, someone you're connected with, or even someone that may be entering into your life. Now, let's dive into the block. What's getting in the way of hearing this message? This can be the blind spot, the ego. It can be interference or even external noise. You have here the 9 of Cups. When the 9 of Cups shows up as a block, it's this feeling of restlessness, of dissatisfaction, and feeling disconnected, or feeling like you've been reflecting for far too long, where you know that something in your life is unsettling, but you're not quite sure what to do about it. There may be an emotional void when it comes to your career or when it comes to a relationship that you may be feeling within your body. You may be feeling the disconnect, and that's why judgment is coming through here saying, should I stay? Should I leave? Like, is there any more growth? And I feel like, again, the message coming through from your higher self is it's time to face Judgment Day. It's time to consider your next move and where you wish to be, because Melchizedek here says you have learned from this experience. Now it's time to step into a new experience where there's new learning, new lessons, but also new joy and new happiness. So that emotional piece could at times be blocking that inner voice from really being able to do what is necessary for you to manifest your dreams, your visions, and your goals. It can be that emotional entanglement where perhaps you feel like you have an emotional connection to a person, place, or thing that no longer serves you. Maybe this is an old job and there is an emotional bond that you have, but it's no longer feeding you that life force energy as it once was. And that can become a major block, because it's like wearing the golden handcuffs, right? We feel like we're staying in this situation, but it's not feeding us what it once was. And you may even be applying for new jobs, or you may be opening yourself up to new experiences of the heart. But Judgment is coming in here saying, all right, it's time. You have been working immensely on your own self-discovery, your own self-healing path, and you have been listening to that inner voice of yours. And the inner voice is saying, I feel restless. And that's why judgment is coming through here. So I actually do feel like you hear the message clearly, but again, it's that restlessness that can feel stagnant or complacent at times. So what is the mirror? How is this being reflected in your current life or situation? Where is this energy actively showing up or even being denied? You have the Emperor, and this is that message I was picking up on, where it's time to get organized, it's time to get focused, it's time to take control of your life. Perhaps there has been some sort of authority figure or dominating factor that has contributed to this restlessness. Maybe this is a boss, a governing agency. This could even be a parental figure or a father figure. But I feel for many of you, you are being called to embrace your own energy within this Emperor. Now, the Emperor is strong and he is powerful. He's disciplined. He's structured. And there is order coming through here. Aries, the Emperor is the great and powerful Wizard of Oz. And he has the ability here to help put things into perspective. And he has the ability to make magic as well, but he's focused. You can see that he has on these glasses, right? And you are being guided to get focused here on your vision and to take actionable steps towards towards what this is. And some of you may be saying, Mel, I have been getting focused. I am moving forward here. And perhaps the block is about trusting in yourself, trusting that this is unfolding for your highest good, trusting in your own skills and abilities, because the Emperor is the all and mighty powerful, right? The Wizard of Oz. And sometimes we doubt our own power, and Spirit is reminding you here to be the CEO of your own life, to make sure that you are in the driver's seat of your life instead of letting external energies make those choices for you, or instead of feeling limited or suppressed in some way. This is about you stepping into your own power here and going the distance, because you are expanding in all ways, all levels here, crashing through any glass ceilings. And you may even be guided to branch off on your own, start your own business here. This could be leveling up in your career. Some of you may even be going for a new position. And even though you may be very wise, you may have a lot of experience. And sometimes that can also be a struggle, because you want to open up to new opportunity, but you may feel judgment based on experience or based on ageism or sexism. It feels like there has been some pressure, some judgment that has been placed upon you. But I feel like many people do look up to you. And if you are not in the environment where they do look up to you in some way or respect you for what you have gone through, those are not your people. That's not your environment. That's what you've outgrown, and you may be guided to kind of move elsewhere here. Now, the mirror also can be people around you who are controlling, greedy, or even narcissistic, right? This could be energies where there's a lot of controlling factors that are showing up in your life, and you're saying to yourself, who am I? What do I stand for? Am I aligned with my values, my beliefs? Am I standing in my integrity here? So if you have been around a lot of control and that's being mirrored in your life, I feel like you are expanding through those lessons here. You are growing and evolving, and Spirit is saying, don't suppress, don't shut down your energy based on what you've gone through. Something I say often is, we have a choice to become better or bitter, but that choice is up to you. And I see here with Babaji's message of soul expansion, you are being guided to understand the connections between all things, even that control factor, even the greed, even through the materialism, the bossiness, or the things that are being mirrored in your life at this time. There is a greater, deeper understanding that is taking place this month. And by seeing things from all different perspectives and angles, you're actually stepping through this threshold. So let's look at the shift. What needs to be released or embraced for clarity and growth? This could be shadow work, it can be healing, it could be energetic shifts. You have the Page of Cups, and that's what I'm getting here regarding higher learning. It says more inner study is now required to further progress. So you may even be on a course of study or training. Perhaps you're learning more about yourself and how you are responding to external noise, to people, to circumstances, how you are responding to what life throws at you, because we all have highs and lows that we go through, and you are being asked to keep that beginner's mindset here. Now, the Page of Cups is someone who is opening up their beautiful heart. And yes, the Page of Cups can show up as naivety. And some of you, because the Emperor is here, you are definitely not naive, but it feels like it's important to have that childlike wonder again, because as we grow, as we age, as we mature, we tend to feel like we have come a long way, and we stick to what we know. We stick to the habits. We stick to certain patterns. And Spirit is guiding you at this time through this embracement, is that a word? Or embracing the energy of the Page of Cups, that the world is actually your oyster, that you can love what you do. You can be in a healthy, powerful relationship, that you can fall in love with life, fall in love with yourself again. And that's what Button Bright is reminding you. Someone may even have very piercing blue eyes, and it almost looks like books around him in the background. So I feel like you are getting ready to learn about an experience or a situation or a class or yourself or even a person that really opens you up to more wonder. That's what I feel here with this shift. So what is the gift? The Three of Pentacles, resources, tools, community, teamwork, making the dream work. Now on the Three of Pentacles here, this is represented by Dorothy's rescue when she has been taken by the flying monkeys and the scarecrow, the tin man, and the lion all come together. And first they must come up with a plan. So I feel like you are in the midst of this planning stage. But it's like there is a rescue, and it may not be that someone else is coming to rescue you per se, but it's that you are using the tools that you already have within your toolbox. You have a beautiful heart. You have a powerful mind, a powerful brain, and you have the courage to step into this new chapter. And by using these resources, that is what is going to rescue you in a sense, right? This is mastery. It is cooperation. It is about you taking a look at, the hats that you've been wearing. And as you are going through some of these identity shifts, I feel like you are asking yourself, who am I and who do I need to become to step fully into the version of myself that I could see myself, see my life moving in this direction. And that's where Isis is coming through. That's where the Emperor is coming through here, and soul expansion. So what is the integration here? This is the practical advice to embody this wisdom and to ground it into your everyday practices here. It's the mindset to carry forward. You have now the Knight of Cups. So I love that we see the Page of Cups showing up here as the shift, right? You're starting to open yourself up to your heart's desire. You're opening up that beautiful heart after perhaps going through life's trials and tribulations. But there's a second chance for you here. This is a spiritual rebirth, and Judgment is actually Scorpio's major arcana. So for many of you, this is happening this month where you are saying, okay, it's time to move in a new direction. And you're going to see that your outer world is also mirroring your inner world here. And we talked a lot about that mirror, which is the Emperor, fully stepping into your power and making choices that are in your highest good instead of feeling like external noise is pushing you into places that maybe you don't want to go. And the Knight of Cups is you taking action towards your heart's desire. This is emotional depth. This is about you being open to love, following your heart here. The Knight of Cups is empathic, but he also listens. You see that he's represented by the March hare. And he has these extremely long ears, and those ears, right, he's able to feel, he's able to hear, he's able to open himself up and take action towards what truly fulfills him on a soul level. And this tells me that you're moving here. You're moving into what truly inspires you this month. I like that. Let's get a final message here. Final message from your higher self. What does your higher self want you to know? We have soul, yes. When we say yes to everything, we run ourselves empty. When you say yes to something, When you say yes to something, make it a soul yes. Begin to develop a practice of saying yes to the life that feels amazing to you. You will begin to build up confidence and self-empowerment. This means you will also need to say more no's to the things that are no longer aligned with you. Let go of the guilt and say no when it feels like a no. No is a complete sentence. Your mantra: I have boundaries and only say yes when it feels like a soul yes. Sometimes that Knight of Cups can be a people pleaser. Sometimes he says yes to things that, again, really don't align, but he's doing it because the external is kind of pushing him into places he doesn't want to go, but because of that validation piece, because of people pleasing. But I feel like you are saying, wait a second, it's my time to shine. And that's not selfish. It's actually an act of self-love, because many of you have taken care of others for so long that you are being guided to say yes to something or someone that truly, truly inspires you. And lastly here, you have wild you. Are you wanting to express yourself? Throw down your hair, move your body. There is within us all an inner wise and feminine and masculine leader waiting to unleash. How did you express yourself as a child? Connect back to your inner wise, intuitive self. How would it feel to express yourself? What do you do that feels free and soulful? Can you do this today? It is safe to express yourself. Your throat chakra for many of you is opening. If you have felt suppressed, if you have felt like your voice didn't matter, or if you have been silenced in some way, or if your words have come across to someone as they didn't matter, I feel like your throat chakra is activated at this time. So if you are being called to speak up, to sing, to communicate, to share your story, to talk to a therapist, to embrace coaching or mentorship, anything that you are being called to do at this time, this could be your soul yes. That is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed your reading, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you are interested in a personal reading or signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video or by visiting intuitivesoulcoach.com.